Welcome to In the Field with Graham Kilpatrick. Hi, I'm an amateur enthusiast photographer who enjoys photographing wildlife and nature. To that end, the In the Field series is going to be my take on how to take you on my journey to capture the images I capture. It'll be about techniques, equipment, processes, thoughts, but it won't be in a traditional vlogging style photography way. I find that for what I'm doing, which is photographing small birds predominantly, so finches, wrens, honeyeaters, all the way up to eagles, kangaroos, koalas, that trying to talk in the field while I'm going is going to be distracting to the animals and defeats the purpose, because I'm trying to get to within 5-10 meters, as little as 2 meters to my subject. So if I'm talking and I'm closer than 2 meters, 5 meters to my subject, then they're going to hear me and be spooked by me and leave, and that's going to defeat a whole lot of the purpose. My journey into wildlife photography started as an enthusiast, as we all do. Started with some Nikon D610, a Tamron 150-600, and shooting from long distances. And that was fine, it worked well for lots of years. I just started recently feeling very disconnected to my subjects. Very disconnected with my subjects, and that was starting to show in my photography. It was at that stage I discovered a wedding photographer by the name of Kevin Mullins, and Kevin shoots weddings not with long telephoto lenses but with short prime lenses, and does a very candid reportage style documentary of the wedding. So he's actually part of the action, and this spoke to me as a photographer. I go, I'd like to be part of the action. I'd like to take people and get myself predominantly into the action, so that the animals, the birds, are around me but not aware of me and doing a natural thing at really close quarters, and then documenting that, photographing, videoing that at those distances. So I try to get, I say, between 2 and 5 meters to my subjects, sometimes out as far as 10 meters. I then saw another YouTube tutorial video session from another source. It happened to be an airsoft source. I was looking at this guy called Kicking Mustang, and I liked his perspective of that first person's perspective. So you're actually in the scene with him, and you feel like you're in the action with him, and you're going through with him. And the mix of a little bit of voice on and voice over techniques to explain what was going on, I thought, hey, this could work for me, because like him, I need to be quiet, I need to be stealthy, I need to be not seen and not heard, more so. So in the series In the Field, you'll see me talk about gear. Some of it I've bought, like some blinds I've bought, some blinds I've made, homemade stuff, combination of both, camera lenses, techniques of how to get to places, how to stalk, how to track, finding the light, finding perches, those sort of things. So it's going to be my thoughts about how I go about getting the shots, and hopefully it'll give you some information about that. My daily job is an educator, and in the last couple of years as an educator, I've started producing videos that help my students recall information we've talked about or going over stuff, and that's been awesome. I really enjoyed that. However, in that situation, it's very controlled environments, very controlled setups in a topic that I'm really familiar with. coming out here into the real world, or out into the field, I can't always control all those things. So it's going to be a learning curve for me. How do I go about producing content out here in the fields? I'll tell you now, my first priority is to get the image. My second priority is the documentary and how I get the image. And I'm just here by myself, so I'm using my own gear. I've paid for everything. I don't have any sponsorship with anybody. Not interested in sponsorship from anybody. As I say, it's just taking you on my journey. So hopefully you'll find a common accord with me and you'll join me on this journey as I go through. Well, until next time, cheers for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.